What if I told you there's a way to make $504 per day doing exactly what you love? And that's exactly what we're going to go over today. I think this is a great opportunity for a huge amount of people, and we're going to dive right in right now. So let's go ahead and look. And as you can see, we're on the AirBnB site. Now, this isn't going to be just strictly an Airbnb video specifically to, renting out your space. Because as we can see, these are really nice places. 1677 per night, 265 per night for a lot of these. Look at the price on this one, $5,000. Now, what I was thinking was like, okay, so the economy is like, it's a little crazy. The little market, the housing market is a little crazy right now. And what if you decide instead of, buying another property or trying to, rent another property and get the little, marker out and write on the lease, like, hey, I can sublet through Airbnb and go through all that process. How about if there's an easier way to make money through Airbnb without having property? And I think I found a way. And I think, some people have heard of this. And I think you'll find that this is quite easy to jump into. So let's go ahead and pick one of these. And as you can see, it's a beautiful house, beautiful information. Look at that. It's really, really nice. Comes out to around $255 per night, which actually isn't that bad. However, if you click right here, you'll see the online experiences. So when you click on the online experiences, it goes to this page. And this is where you can make the extra money. So now, for instance, if you scroll through here, you could, plan a Kyoto trip with local advisor for $9 per person. Plan the perfect New York vacation, $19 per person. There's a lot of little things like, hey, get a taste of Vietnam with Eat Hoi An for $18 per person. So what it is when you have Airbnb and you're hosting it, you can provide these options for the people that are going to stay. Hey, sign up for this. This is a great option. Go ahead and, explore. Do all this with a guide, with a local guide, etc. And the host of these experiences is who's making this extra money as well. So as you can see, you can scroll through here and get a lot of information. And what I found pretty cool was this one right here. Puerto Rico Piña Colada en Tostones. Some of my favorite things. It looks like this is in New York in the US. Online experience host with Tania. Look at those tostones. She's frying that up. Look at she's cutting up, the plantains. Look at that piña colada. That is absolutely awesome. And she charges $21 per person. Now, if we were to go here to guest and we were to max out, it's at $30. So the way she has it set up is $21 per person. Now, let's say if she has marketed her services to quite a few different Airbnb hosts and said, hey, I provide this experience. This is what I do. I absolutely love it. And she gets great reviews from everyone that comes to her. She maxes out 30 people, $21 per person. She's making around $630 per day. Now, of course, Airbnb has to get their 20% cut in this, unfortunately, so it gets cut down to around $504. I don't see any reason why she cannot make $504 if she has expanded and has reached out to a ton of hosts in the area, especially in New York, and said, hey, I offer a great service for only $21 per person. So $504. Here's the beauty though. You can actually do this with a ton of different things. It's not this, this amazing, pina colada, all that stuff. It's not just that. You can do all these other different things. For instance, historical games. You could do dance. You can do cooking. You can do so many, Indian cooking. I love Indian food. So whatever it is that you're passionate about, if you live in a location where there's a large amount of Airbnbs in the area, and you're able to connect with them and provide this service, I honestly really think you can make a lot of money. Now, for example, if we were looking through here, we're scrolling through here, and we're looking through this, and we're like, oh, okay, this is great. Here, you can meet the sheep and the lamb, all this stuff. Let's load some more, right? Let's look at some more stuff. All right, so you can explore the mangroves for only $10. Look at all this stuff that is provided. Indonesian home cooking, an artist, all this stuff. Now, this is what I found really interesting also. Plan the perfect trip in Madrid. I'll say your city inside out, all the interesting things, where all the nice little cafes are, where the coffee is, where the best coffee, the best food, the best lunch, the best dinner. You've lived there and you know it, and you like biking. You could do the exact same thing and charge like these people $27 per person. You could do 20, you could do 15. It's all completely up to you. But the beautiful thing about this is scale. You can actually scale this to something even larger and larger and larger. So imagine, if you start this out, you buy 4 bikes, you start a business model, and then you hire people to go do this in another location within the same city. Now you have 2 locations, and you keep adding and adding and grow your connections with Airbnb hosts. And before you know it, you're sitting back as a CEO of a beautiful biking business, making a ton of money, and you can pay your employees and you can gain the rest of the profits being the owner. I think that's absolutely awesome. I think that's really, really great. Really great idea. And you can do this with so many different things. For instance, look at this. Turkish mom cooking class. If you were to get people together that love cooking, and then you build that community, the same system applies. Let's say, instead of biking, you like roller skating, you like ice skating, all this stuff. You can start an outdoor Airbnb business essentially and scale it to something huge. So I think this is great. This is something that I'm going to look into. If you want to start a business, if you want to scale it, all you have to do is just reach out to this Airbnb host, say, hey, I provide this amazing, opportunity for for all of your clients. And I think it's a really great idea.